Your 20s had a lot of opinions about your finances. Start saving when you earn more. You've got plenty of time. Just park it in a savings account for now. The stock market is too risky. And my personal favourite, you're young. This can wait. I believed most of these. I nodded along, kept my 401k contributions at the absolute minimum so they'd stop the reminder emails, and focused on other things. Important things, like buying furniture I definitely needed and going to restaurants I definitely couldn't afford. That was fine. It was fine. Completely fine. And now I'm in my 40s having a quiet reckoning with the fact that my 20s, it turns out, were not a great financial advisor. Here's the thing. None of this is unusual. According to the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, the median retirement savings for Americans in their 40s sits around $45,000. That's not a judgment. That's just where most people are. The lies were everywhere, and most of us swallowed them whole. So let's talk about what was actually wrong, and more importantly, what it means for you right now. The first lie was the big one. You have plenty of time, which was technically true in your 20s, but the implication that you could act on it later is where it went sideways. Time is only valuable if you actually use it. Compound interest doesn't work passively. It requires money in the ground, growing. A dollar invested at 25 is worth more than a dollar invested at 42. That's just math. We didn't use the time we had and we can't get it back. The second lie was subtler. Wait until you're earning more. The logic sounds reasonable, but it's a trap because when you earned more, your lifestyle expanded to meet it, and the goalposts moved. When I earn more became when I earn a bit more than this. Most people waited until they were comfortable, and comfort is a moving target. The third lie, and this one genuinely annoys me, was investing is too complicated for now. It isn't. A broad index fund or a target date fund is not complicated. It requires one decision. But the complexity myth kept millions of people on the sidelines for the most compounding decade of their financial lives. Here's the reframe, and I want you to sit with it for a second. The lies are gone. They only worked because you didn't know what you know now. And what you know now, in your 40s, is worth something. You have income clarity, you've run the lifestyle experiments, you know what actually matters, and what was just noise. The impulsive spending of your 20s has mostly calmed down. A lot of 40-year-olds invest more effectively than they ever did at 25, not because of the math, but because of the discipline. You are a more reliable financial actor than your 25-year-old self. That's a real advantage. You also have time, not unlimited time. But 20 to 25 years, if you're targeting retirement around 65, is long enough for compound interest to do real work. Let's look at the numbers. If you invest $500 a month from 42, split across a Roth IRA and your 401k, at a conservative average annual return of 7%, you end up with roughly $330,000 by 65. 23 years, $500 a month. Now I know what the brain does here. Brain see $330,000. Brain think about house prices. Brain question every previous life choice. Brain close app. Don't close the app. $330,000 combined with Social Security, the average monthly benefit in 2024 was around $1,900, is a meaningful foundation. It's not a yacht, but it is a retirement. And if you push to $1,000 a month, you're looking at closer to $660,000. Not bad for someone your 20s told to relax. The real barrier most people in their 40s face isn't the math. It's the weight of time they feel they've lost. There's a specific paralysis that sets in when you calculate what you'd have had if you'd started at 25. The number is painful, and so people avoid calculating it. They avoid the whole subject. The lies of the 20s get replaced by a silence in the 40s, which is somehow more expensive. But here's what I want you to understand. Dwelling on the counterfactual is just a new lie, a more expensive one, because every month you don't act is a month of compound interest you're actively choosing not to collect. The fix is not complicated. Increase your 401k contributions. The 2024 limit is $23,000 a year. If you're 50 or older, you can add a catch-up contribution of $7,500 on top of that. Alongside that, open a Roth IRA. $7,000 a year, or $8,000 if you're 50 or older. Put it in a broad index fund, a total market fund, or an S&P 500 index fund. Set contributions to automatic, that's it. Your 20s told you this was complicated. It was one paragraph. The lies are done. You know what they were, you know what they cost, and you know exactly what to do instead. The best financial decision you make in your 40s is the same one you should have made in your 20s, just with the advantage of knowing precisely why it matters. Start this month.